sure that it's on the right
And
side.
I'm Rihanna's strongest soldier.
Like last time, it was
introducing
like
you guys. And this is my co-host Kevin.
Hi, I'm Kevin. I work at a lot of SonicCon. I am also a very big Knights fan as well. So I'm very excited to do this panel.
And we are going to be hosting a Knights deep dive panel for you guys. So we're going to be going through all the surface level and deep stuff about the Knights franchise. I hope you guys will come out of this panel taking out at least one cool Knights fact. So we're going to actually start with a trivia battle between Kevin and you guys. So we are going to be having audience participation. So we have a mic over there that you guys can use to answer questions. So for our first question, who is the main villain of the series that tries to take over the waking world? Is it A, Jackal, B, Rihanna, C, Wiseman, or D, Dr. Eggman?
Wiseman.
Hey, you invited him here. This isn't your franchise, go home.
Yeah, bad enough you called the long con last night.
That's enough. We had the whole Eggman lookalike contest for you. Go back there. Come on, Eggman. Right. Well, does anybody have any idea who the correct answer could be? All right, we're going to get mic 3 over to you in the blue shirt. Go, go.
Speed, yay.
Run, Kevin, run.
Run, Kevin, run! Run, Kevin, run!
All right.
Right.
What is your answer?
It would be C, Wiseman.
Okay.
C, Wiseman.
It's a-
Try it.
It would be C, Wiseman.
Wiseman. All right. Kevin, what's your answer?
Wiseman.
Wiseman. All right, let's see who's right. Drum roll, please. And the answer is C, Wiseman.
Yeah.
All right, you guys really are true Knights fans. Let's get right into the first slide, which is Knights lore.
Yeah!
Heck yeah.
We're going to be talking about the lore of the franchise. Really exciting, isn't it, Kevin?
Oh, yes it is.
All right. So starting off, we're going to talk about the two different worlds. So we have the waking world, which is the world that we live in. It's called the waking world because we are awake, and we have the night dimension. It is also referred to as the world of dreams in canon as well. So the night dimension actually has two different parts to it. Nightopia, where the Nightopians live, and Nightmare, where the evil, ruthless Nightmarian live. Ooh, scary. So, the main villain of the franchise, as we just discussed, is Wiseman the Wicked. He rules over the realm of Nightmare, and he wants to take over the waking world by opening a portal. Scary, right? So, he actually created Nightmarians to do his bidding to steal Idia, which is dream energy, from visitors. So that leads us to our next trivia question. What is the color of the most powerful Idia? Is it A, red, B, green, C, blue, or D, yellow?
I think it's blue.
Does anybody know? Raise your hands if you do. Oh, we have someone in the wheelchair over there.
Red is the idiot of courage.
Oh, she knows the name, but is it correct? Kevin, what is your answer?
I'm gonna go with red too.
Red. All right. Let's see. Drum roll, please. And the correct answer is A. The audience. And Kevin, you guys really do know your stuff. You guys have been waiting for this game as long as I have, haven't you?
Yes, we need one. It's been nearly 2 decades. Sega, hurry up.
It's been a long time. Right. So we are going to talk about the different idiot types and what they represent really quickly. But since you guys already know the answer to the last question,
Oh,
I
okay.
don't
I was
think I
gonna
have to
sit
spend
in
too
that
long
one
on
right
this.
there, actually.
So they come in 5 different types. White representing purity, blue representing equality, green representing growth in the second game and wisdom in the first game, and yellow representing hope. And then we have red, the most powerful and rarest type of idia among all of them. And this idia actually allows the visitor to choose
Virtualize.
Yes. It's a reference to the second grade. You'll know. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we're going to talk about the friendly denizens of Nightopia, known as the Nightopians. They are actually the predecessors to Sonic Adventure's Chow, so respect your elders. Respect your elders, everyone. Yeah, I see a Chow fan over there. So the Nightopians actually came before the Chow, and they're the little baby-looking things with the little halos. You can see where the inspiration came from, right? Yeah, so they actually utilize the A-light, the artificial light system that the Chows use. And the Nightopians can also be bred with third-level nightmares to create Vivians, which are hybrids between Nightopians and nightmares. So while the Nightopians are carefree and happy, they are also irrational, and they are absolutely incapable of doing anything besides having fun. Just like me, for real. Absolutely. Right.
Yeah. Thankfully, there's no fun allowed sign.
There
Unlike
is
that
no
other.
No fun allowed signs in Nightopia. Those don't exist there. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Now let's go to Nightmare to talk about. Oh wait, never mind. Not yet. Right. Let's talk about the A-light system that the Nightopians have first before we go to Nightmare. So we have a little bit of safety. Yeah. So if you treat the Nightopians nicely and hatch eggs, they'll act cheerfully around nights. Just like if you're nice to your child, they'll act friendly around you. But if you paraloop around them or paraloop them and drill dash near them, they'll be afraid of nights. But if you paraloop them and nights into dreams, you'll just kill them. Just dead.
So remember, treat them well and they'll treat you well back.
Please take care of the Nightopians. Please take care of them. Paralooping Nightopians and Night's Journey of Dreams actually sends them to the My Dream Nightopia, which is not even talked about very much. Did you know, since Night's Journey of Dreams was released onto the Wii, the My Dream Nightopia could actually sync to the weather? That is one of the few games that utilize the weather sync feature on the Wii.
What?
Yeah.
But they could do what?
Nobody talks about that, and I'm so mad. So now you guys know.
And for a
I
time,
just
it
got
was
that
actually a
game.
really neat concept too.
It really
What the
was.
heck?
Like it
I
could
just got
sync
that
to the
game.
weather in the real
She
world,
made it.
and it could be reflected in the dream world. Really cool.
Hey, there's Knights.
But anyways,
There's our buddy
you can
Knights.
feed
Heck
the
yeah.
Nightopians blue chips in the My Dream
Intro.
Nightopia, and
Nikia.
take care of them as well. In Nights into Dreams, the level music also changes based on the Nightopians' mood. So if you're nice to them, the music will get happier. If you're mean to them, the music will change and get sadder. Anyways, now we're on to Nightmare.
Ooh.
So, two first-level Nightmares were created by Wiseman. They were his most powerful creations, created
Knights in reality.
second in command. We have Knights who actually rebelled. Yes, Knights is a Nightmarian for those new fans here. Ooh, I bet you couldn't tell. But they rebelled because they wanted freedom. So they are a great example of an anti-hero, just doing stuff for themselves. And then we have Riala. Yeah, my comfort character. Oopsies. Who's loyal to Wiseman, and he resents Knights for rebelling. So, Knights constantly get imprisoned in idiot palaces or idiot captures. And it's up to visitors with the idiot purge to free Knights from these idiot palaces or idiot captures, depending on which game you're playing. Right. So we're going to briefly talk about the gameplay of Nights into Dreams, which you can see a little bit of over here. So the gameplay of the first game, you basically collect 20 blue chips to destroy an idiot capture as quickly as possible, because then you get a time bonus at the end. You paraloop around the blue chips to collect more of them, and they get attracted to you like a magnet. And the stars basically give you bonus points. And to move faster, you can drill dash, and you have a limited amount. So if you see the meter in the bottom left corner, that is your drill dash meter. So be careful you don't run out of it. And what you want to do after destroying the idiot capture, you'll see something pop up on screen that says bonus time begin or bonus time start. After you destroy that idiot capture, you want to do as many laps as possible. Do not fly into the idiot palace. You will not get as good of a rank. You want to try to do as many laps as possible, as quickly as possible. It is basically a score attack, time attack type game. And for some
And that's
reason,
why they
it's
got
one of the
addicted.
only scoring backpack attack video games
Did you
that I'm
beat
good
it?
at.
No,
So
because I'm waiting
there's
for
that.
Knights.
So
for
once
me and her
all
to play
food
together.
courses or mares are complete with a high enough rank, then
'Cause I know
you
Knights is in the
mini
chat.
boss at the end. And if you have beaten Wiseman, then the mini bosses are randomized, at least in the
Question is, I don't know if they could hear me.
remaster that's on Steam. I don't exactly remember
Was on Steam.
if it's the same for the original game, but there's that. Right, I've spent too long talking about this. Let's go on to Journey of Dreams. So, the main gameplay loop is somewhat similar, but instead of collecting 20 blue chips, they are still there, but blue chips can be used for other things.
Okay,
You
Knights is
have
in
to
the
use
chat.
a doodle to collect a
No, I meant like,
key.
yeah, they could hear.
Alright? And once you get that key from the Boodle, then you go back into the idiot capture, and then you start the next level right there. Alright? Blue chips
Great,
will help you get
Knights
points.
wants to do a
And
race with
increasing
us.
link is still important because that will help you get your rank up. Paralooping and throw dashing is still present in this game.
I say let's do it.
And crystal collecting objects will net you extra points, but
I'm
only
up for a
in this
challenge.
Also, I would say as someone that loves flight ability so much, that's like one of my favorite aspects of the gameplay. Like even though when I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, oh my god, I love flying inside. I can control it all day. So I just love how they implemented that system into the game.
It's wonderful. The flight game loop is absolutely wonderful. So, the higher your score, the higher the rank you get. Same as the first game, you fight a mini boss at the end of the courses that you face, but only in the main gameplay. Right. We're going to talk about a couple of random fun facts that you guys might not have known about. So, did
Yeah,
any
Knights
of
have
you guys
arches
know
on
that nightmares are made out of light? This little screen cap from Knight's Journey of Dreams says Nighttopians and nightmares are both being formed from light. So if the two collide, a new life will come to be. So yeah, nightmares are made out of light, and so are Nighttopians. Cool fun fact. That's really obscure. It's an owl quote. Nobody pays attention to him. But yeah, one of my favorite little tidbits that I can show to other people. Also, the Sega Saturn 3D controller was codenamed the Spielberg controller because Steven Spielberg, yes, that's Steven Spielberg, was the first person outside of Sega to play the original Nights into Dreams.
Holy smokes, I didn't know
I
that.
would say that's a fact I didn't know until now.
Wow.
How many of
I
you
don't
guys
even
are
think
Steven
Knights knew
Spielberg
that.
fans? Oh, a lot of you. Awesome. That's a
Hell
lot of you
yeah.
guys. Knights also had an Archie comic series.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
But not
But
good.
on a lighter note, this is not on here. Knights had a storybook that was exclusively released in Japan, which is actually worth a read. Please read the Knights storybook. It is
The Archie
really
comic
very
book
good.
that bad?
It's
Oh, yeah,
better
we
than
gotta
the Archie
find a
comic
way to get it.
series. It started out okay, and then it just,
Yeah. So I
We don't
would
talk
love
about
you
the Archie
if we're listening right now.
yeah, I would also
So
talk
apparently
about Dream
Knight
Wheel, but
says I
we don't
did know
talk
that
about
actually. I thought it was a
No, we
rumor.
don't.
We don't talk about Knight's Dream Wheel. Right. Last fun fact here. Shigeru Miyamoto, that Shigeru Miyamoto, the Nintendo Shigeru Miyamoto, is actually a fan of Knights. He said in an interview once, if there's a game I would have loved to work on, it would be Knights into Dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shigeru Miyamoto has actually wanted a Knight sequel too, but yeah, we haven't gotten the third game in God knows how long. Sega! What are you doing?
Yeah, the last.
If there's ever a third game, I would love to see Miyamoto work on
Oh,
it. Just to see what his vision would be like for the game itself.
Absolutely. I would love to see Sega and Nintendo crossover to work on a Knights title or like anything related to Knights.
I was added to the PS5.
Coming to the PS5 at a store near you. Alright, anyways. Oh, we have another trivia question. So, hey guys, what
1996.
year was the first game
Yeah,
in
it
the
was.
Knights franchise
I know this one.
released?
I know this one. I got
Does
this one.
anybody know? Yes, you there, over there.
Oh.
In the shadow.
Oh,
Shadow console, yes, over there.
It was, yep, 1996.
1996. 1996. Kevin.
1996.
1996. All right. Let's see who's right. Drum roll, please. And the answer is.
It's funny because it came out the year I was born.
Oh, so you're a Lost Knights.
Great
Yeah.
job. All
Wow.
of you are really smart. We have a really smart audience today.
I am actually the same age
So
as
with
Knights.
that,
Holy
we're going to
smokes.
be getting into the development talk about regarding that. But I'll talk about some interesting tidbits from the development history here. So, Nights into Dreams was actually based on the psychology of Carl Jung. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But Nights into Dreams was also inspired by Cirque du Soleil's aesthetics. How many of you guys are Cirque du Soleil fans?
I have no idea what that
A
is.
couple of you guys. Oh, someone over there. Nice. Yeah, I love Cirque du Soleil. I love Cirque du Soleil so much. But, yeah. Knights was designed to be an androgynous character, and their gender is up to player interpretation. So no matter what pronouns you use for Knights, he, him, she, her, they, them, she, her, any pronouns you use, you will be correct because it is up to your interpretation. Woo! Yeah!
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I always thought she was a girl.
Yeah. So, Knights into Dreams were
She was
released on
non-binary
Sega Saturn
before people
in
started using it.
1996, and this game actually sold 392,383 copies, making it the best-selling Sega Saturn game!
Yeah!
Yeah!
That's her
We
nice.
love Knights.
Knight says I'm the pronouns
There
dude.
was only one that was an exclusive, and this version was later ported to Steam, but then delisted last year. Sega.
Boo!
Why did you do that, Sega?
Are you talking about the
I
delisting?
actually do have it.
The Steam version.
Stream Nights, the Steam version sometimes on YouTube. I'll have a QR code later that you guys can scan. But anyways, here's some concept
Aw.
art from the first game. So
Look at
think of
that.
this, Kevin.
You know, if they ever made a third Night game, I want to see this as an unlockable. They would be able to concept art.
yeah,
Just
the
to
original
show something
concept
at the
art.
fan.
Yeah, that's so cool. Look at the expression sheets. Look at the little gremlin. Look at the little
She's
gremlin.
so adorable.
That's so great. This was actually drawn by Harold Hiroshima. We've got some more concept art coming up over here.
Was that the
Look
one that
at
got
the
arrested?
touchscreen face. Look at that.
Which one? Yuji Naka.
Hey, and you gotta go.
No. That's the creator of actually Sonic.
He really knows
Okay.
the character.
Because I know one of them got arrested.
Yeah, no, he's actually the one that actually created Sonic.
Okay, good.
Absolutely great. And then we've actually got
Yuji
some
Naka's the
concept
one I
art
went to
for
jail.
our favorite little red chest for Riala. There's another design iteration, but I don't think I could show it because yeah. But here's one of the design iterations.
That's so.
What do you think of this?
That's another unlockable costume. I'd love to see in a third Night
Yeah,
game.
that was
Kind of
Like they did, like they did with the original Shadow.
Please, we need it.
He kind of looks like a monkey.
I love the diamond pattern. It looks
I
so
want to make a
great.
VR
It's
model of
very
that.
interesting to see like how radically designed
Why does he look like a
from
monkey?
that concept art to what they did now.
Absolutely. This design has such a strong silhouette in reality.
Yo, what's up, Sonic Gaming? How's it going?
Silhouette as well. This is a phenomenal character design that Noah Hiroshima just cooked up. And here's the final design. Look at
Yeah.
that. That's so cool. I know.
Okay, I'm curious. If you had to pick one, would you pick the concept design or final design?
All right, guys. Concept or final? Which one do you guys like better?
Final.
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 Yeah, I
It's too
agree with you.
iconic. It's too iconic. We love the little striped horns. It's so great.
I like the red better.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
one of the
definitely gets
development
shadow
team members
powers.
did a survey on which one was popular with women, and red was a top color. So.
Look at Shadow and Infinite.
Anyways, Rihanna's final design was a combination of
Knight
natural
says
and
it's the earrings, probably
Hosino's
adds to the
designs were
monkey-like
made.
design.
So the other design that I couldn't show was by Kazuyuki Hoshino, and then the designs came together, and then we got that. Yeah, really cool. All right, so then we have some of the Nighttopias. How many of you guys are Spring Valley fans?
Oh yeah, my favorite game.
Yeah, it's basically the equivalent to Sonic Screen Hustle. Spring Valley is everywhere, and for a good reason. Like, look at those floating windmills. They're absolutely so cool.
That'd be a
I
great
love
smash stage.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be.
That would be so cool. That would be really
And I want to say, I just
Knight's for Smash, please.
Yeah.
absolutely.
They're so good.
Tomoko's has to be hooked with the soundtrack. It's
Knights.
so good.
Knights.
But,
Knights.
yeah, we've got Splash Garden. Splash Garden, who's a Splash Garden fan?
Well, that's another good one, actually.
This is one of my favorites from the first game, actually. Like, I don't know, I love seeing water-themed levels, but sometimes playing them is another story. Playing water levels can be really difficult.
Sonic.
So have a bunch of medians in Spring Garden, so my Spring Garden has a little bit of an overpopulation problem. And so I barely ever play because I'm so afraid of paralleling a bunch of medians. Yeah, it's fascinating. But yeah, next Nightopia, we have a render for Mystic Forest. Who's a Mystic Forest fan? Not nobody? Oh, that's it took me a while to figure out how to do the car mechanic that was in this level. Because there's an achievement on the Steam version in which you had to drive a car to the exit, and I'm like, how did I do this? And then I'm like, oh, it's a maze. I got confused, and so I 100% did it, so. Yeah!
I can't.
Next Nightopia, we have South Museum!
Yeah!
South Museum's about to
Is that the
go.
one? Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Oh my god.
I had issues with that level.
It's so hard.
I like bouncy.
Bouncy house portions.
That's my
I
favorite
don't know, I never
part.
figured out how to do them, but I love how this level looks. It's so great. I like the part where you get fired out of a cannon and that perspective change part. It's so
that's
fun.
my favorite part of the stage.
It's so great. I love that part. It's amazing. And then we have Stick Cannon.
No.
I know.
I'm sorry, I don't like playing through Stick Cannon. Hot take. I don't like playing through Stick Cannon because I always run out of time on one of the levels. And I'm trying to do the thing, and I fly into the thing where Knights just goes vertical, and Knights get stuck there. And I always run out of time, and I fly out of there, and I'm like, what the heck? I love how Stick Canyon looks. The only thing that makes it worth playing
the one with the
one,
train?
the music,
I think
and
so.
two, Brianna.
Oh.
Yeah, Brianna's the boss for Stick Canyon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yellow.
No, I think Riala's like my favorite boss fight in that.
I think so too.
Like I like kicking Riala's butt.
Riella is amazing.
All right, next we have the second game, Knight's Journey of Dreams.
Woo! And we got voices.
Yeah, we got English voice acting in this game by Jules Giselle and Casey Robertson as well. And Knight's Journey of Dreams is actually going to be a part of this year's first ever Segathon, hosted by G to the Next Level, who's in the crowd right over there.
Hey!
He pointed at himself.
Yeah. So this game released exclusively for the Nintendo Wii in 2007.
Just bought it.
Yeah, you just bought it?
Uh-huh.
Awesome!
Bought it for my Wii U.
Heck yeah.
So, Tomoko Sasuke and Naofumi Hataya used Digital Performer and Pro Tools to make the soundtrack for this game. Instead of it being a sequenced audio like the Saturn, this was actually streamed audio. So they used a digital audio workstation to make the audio in. And I think that's great. But the reviews for this game were unfortunately mixed. Some people hate it, some people love it. I personally am a fan.
Haters
and
gotta
I
hate.
think this game deserves more love.
Wait, people like dislike that game?
Mixed reviews.
I would pick the first
Critics.
like the original.
Oh.
But it was not a bad game.
It was not
I
a
will
bad
look
game.
good,
There
right?
were some elements that were left to be desired. Motion controls.
That was just the Wii, though. The game was fine. I bet the game's fine.
Anyways, despite these mixed reviews, Takashi Iizuka was interested in making a third Knights game. Should Sega commission one?
Sega!
I'm not gonna forget what he said.
We
Please, Takashi Iizuka, please.
So Sega.
yeah, we've been saying me and my team have been saying this for like the past couple months.
We've been saying this for the past couple months.
Yep.
Exactly. Right, next slide. We've got some concept art from Journey of Dreams. Look at this.
Oh my
concept
god!
I love this
art.
concept
I
art.
love this concept art.
Please bring me
I
back.
love the hand-drawn style for this, the concept art for this game. It just, I don't know. I just really like sketchy style concept art. It's just phenomenal. It's great. I love it so much. This pose is so dynamic.
I need to start a
wish
Knight's
I could
channel.
run
One
it.
of my favorite things too.
Yeah. We've got some concept art for reality.
Oh!
Look at that. He looks so cool. He also looks really cool without the Persona mask too, but I don't know. What do you guys think about the Persona mask?
I think it's alright.
I like it. I like it.
Eh.
Mixed feelings?
Yeah.
Yeah. because he has makeup under those eyes too, and the mask kind of covers it up. So I'm a little bit saddened by that. And the reason why they chose a samurai is a little bit confusing to me. But it still looks cool, nonetheless. Clown samurai, so cool. Whoa! Anyways, we've got concept art for Real's persona. Look at how detailed that is.
I want to say I love the detail.
Oh, definitely. Like, love the persona masks or hate the persona masks. You can't deny the effort that went into making this design.
Oh yeah, I get A for effort. For sure.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I love all the little intricate, like, engraving details into the mask as well. Right. We've got some concept art for the Nightonian.
Oh, they're so
Adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you, Knights. I'll ask.
Like, I want to squish it into a ball and throw
You
them.
don't want to know. You can ask a question about,
Actually,
could you
I
ask
should
about
throw
the character
Nightonians
self?
Because they would cry in this game, and it's annoying. So don't throw your Nightonians, or else they will cry whenever you see them, unless you feed them enough blue chips. So unless you want to feed them, don't throw the Nightonians. Be gentle with them. Be very gentle with them. Right.
That's like throwing a child.
Oh.
Look at this.
I love that design.
It
That
reminds
is a
me of
top
Kirby.
grade. I also, side note, I also
It
love
reminds me of,
Knight's
like, the
design.
villain from
It was
Smash
definitely an
Brothers.
upgrade.
I
Yes.
agree.
Realis I have mixed feelings about. I like his original design better, but I still like this design in his own right. You know?
I love
Look at
this.
This Wiseman design.
I love
So
that.
cool. I love the cape. We're gonna get a better look at Wiseman's concept art in black and white right here.
Oh.
Whoa, snap.
Yeah. That.
Why does he look like a Sonic villain now?
Why does he look terrifying?
Yeah, nah, he looks like a Sonic final boss.
You see this in front of you. What do you do?
Punch it!
Punch it!
Uh,
Courageous one in the audience right over here.
Pull up.
I would run. I would actually drop dead.
Pull.
Like that.
Stream it.
But yeah, we've got a render for Pure Valley. Look at the stylization.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love the scenery so much. A little like Tokyo, just playing around. So cute. And then we have some concept art for Aqua Garden.
What?
We
Whoa.
could have gotten this, but I think they did budget cuts and whatnot, so we did not get this. But look at how cool this looks. Aqua Garden is my favorite.
Silka just showed up, guys.
But imagine if it looked like this.
I wish that was like an alternative theme.
Yeah, like look at the little coral houses, like in the back. So cool, right?
That is so cool.
Right. I love it. It looks like Atlantis. It's really cool. Right. We actually have Memory Forest here.
What?
Yeah, there's so much stuff went into this concept art, so I was like, I need to show it off to you guys.
Third
It
game.
was-
Third game. We
It
have.
was so cool. I can't get over it. Like, look at the trees. They're so detailed.
They already have
I
the
don't know
concept
where-
for a third
I
game.
love- I love.
Look, if they ever make a third night game, I would love to see those concept art designs in the actual
No, I do like the mascot.
Oh my gosh, I need to see these designs in another night's game. Hey Sega, are you guys listening? We need this.
I'm streaming it, so maybe they're paying attention.
We want more nights.
Right. Well, we have some concept art. for-
Oh!
Oh.
Yeah, so they actually tested out a couple different color palettes as well. What are you guys a fan of? Which color palette?
I like the green one. I love the green.
C?
I like the.
See?
B.
Mm.
I like. We got mixed responses from everyone. I like B. B is really cool. I like D. It looks really close to her current iteration. I think they tweaked the colors on D a little bit.
A and
then
C
we
I
got
like.
Helen. Yeah. All right. Let's see. We got another trivia question. All right. We're gonna get deeper into the iceberg. Oh my
I
gosh!
love this
oh,
one.
man. Wow! Oh my gosh! Okay, what is the name of the scrap secret boss from the original Nights into Dreams? Kirkle, Self, Sweet, or Beluga? Let's see. Oh, we've got someone on that side. Over there. Over there. The one with the curly hair in the back. That one.
Please
Yes.
say self. Please say self. Please
No,
say
in
self.
the back over there. Raise your hand so they can see you.
Look at her. She already knows.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
Knights is
are.
already freaking out in the chat.
So they said B. You can speak into the microphone if you want, so everyone can hear you. Oh? Oh?
Answer B.
The answer is B?
It is B.
What do you think,
It's B.
Matt?
B.
B!
Yeah.
Let's see. Drum roll, please! And the answer is B!
Woo!
Talk about something that this entire fandom is probably waiting for me to talk about. They're like,
Oh,
"Girl,
wait,
we're
what?"
talking about stuff that we already
Yeah,
know."
Knights
Well,
wanted me to
here's some
ask
stuff that
a
newer
question
fans
about it.
might not know. The search for self.
Yeah!
Our
Yeah, TV Online has a phenomenal documentary on the search for self.
I've seen it.
Still ongoing. People are still looking for self. But here's the stuff that we found so far. Look at
Oh
that.
man.
Yeah. I remember
So,
all this.
according to Takashi Iizuka, the lead game developer for Knights, I am tripping over my words. I'm so excited to talk about this. Whoa! Self was intended to be a boss in the game, but Self was scrapped because Iizuka believed the game story was already made perfectly. And the idea for Self existed, but he was never actually created, according to an interview. Fans are still searching for Self to this day in the code for Nights into Dreams. So, as you can see, we've already found some stuff that might possibly be related to Self. So we found an unused boss icon up here, presumably Self's, and Self's nameplate that would appear in the credits because all the other Nightmares got one, and Self got one too.
So if
But
they
he's-
ever make a third night game, I would love for Self to either be in it or like stumping the bone at the family. Little Easter egg.
Yes.
Yeah, if not
Third
a secret
game.
boss, then at least an
Nice
Easter egg,
journey.
please.
Nice
Oh my
search for
God.
self.
Right. So we have another trivia question. This one's a deeper cut. So, what platform was the canceled Night sequel Air Knights going to be released on?
That is a
Oh, we have someone over there with the. Oh wait, the red shirt.
This one, right?
Yes, you in the red shirt in the front row.
Yeah, Soka, go ahead.
I'm gonna take a guess and probably say PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2. What do you think, Kevin?
Dreamcast.
I was gonna say
Oh,
that. I was
okay.
gonna say that too.
Dreamcast.
It's a Sega game.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know what era it would have been released.
Drum roll, please.
I'd be so wrong.
And the answer is Dreamcast.
Oh, come on.
It's a Sega game.
Yeah, but they never
It's
specified when it
I
was.
would love to have seen a night game on a Dreamcast because I think it's just a very underrated console.
It is a very, and it's called Dreamcast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It would have been perfect.
Yeah.
It would have been perfect.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Air Knights.
Air
This
Knights?
is the canceled Knights game that was originally
Whoa.
intended to be the sequel to Knights into Dreams. It focused on motion control similar to Knights Journey of Dreams. So I guess they took that and put it in Journey. So development started for this game for the Sega Saturn, but then it moved to the Sega Dreamcast. And as you can see here, there's a prototype motion controller for the Sega Dreamcast. We don't have anything about this game. We don't know anything about it, but except for this.
I wonder if
But the
Self would
motion
have been in
control
that sequel.
technology would then be adapted into the controllers for Samba de Amigo. Who's the Samba de Amigo back here?
I never got a chance to say that.
I've never had a chance to play it, so I can't
I
say
grew
that.
up playing
That's
it.
awesome. Right. Let's see. Let's talk about something that not a lot of people know from Knight's Journey of Dreams, the Great Mother. I have been waiting to talk about this because nobody has been talking about this. Everybody talks about Self, but nobody talks about the Great Mother. So, the Great Mother was supposed to be a counterpart to Wiseman the Wicked, but was then later cut from development. She was presumably the Queen of Nightopia and Goddess of Dreams. Not much information is known about her aside from this. I really want to see a search going for the Great Mother.
I do too.
Or at
I
least-
often want something thrown in for a third night game, like either like an actual part of the story or just an Easter egg.
Absolutely. Ariam kind of reminds me of a Knights game.
Yeah, that's what I was
Sonic
thinking
Dream
too.
Team. Yeah.
Oh.
I think Ariam and Knights would be fresh. friends.
That they would.
They would.
We've
There's
talked
part of it,
about
too.
this.
Next slide.
Apparently, Knight says
So
that
we're
they
going to
think
talk about some
the
more
Great
stuff
Mother could
that
fit
was
well
scrapped from
for
Journey of
Lumina.
Dreams. We have the Riala races and the scrapped cutscenes.
Oh.
Yeah, they were actually scrapped cutscenes from Knight's Journey of
What?
Dreams. So
Why would
first
they-
we're going to talk about the scrapped cutscenes. So I actually interviewed the voices of Knights and Riala, Jules Giselle, and Casey Robertson.
Woo!
I'll be showing you some highlights from that coming up really soon.
Oh,
heck yeah.
All Q&A is up on my channel, which I'll give a QR code later for. So neither Jules or Casey were familiar with the scrapped cutscenes when asked about them during my Q&A live stream. So they didn't know about it. Some of Riala's lines in the scrapped race cutscenes were reused in Sega Superstars credits. The storyline for Knight's Journey of Dreams was supposed to be a lot longer, but was then cut short for unknown reasons. I assume due to budget cuts, time constraints, whatever. But these cutscenes reveal more of Will and Helen's past memories, so we got more lore in these cutscenes, and it was cut. And I'm very upset about it. Here is the reality feature. So there was, this actually made it into the final game, but the Riala races that were part of the story mode got cut. The race feature against Riala is already present in the 2-player mode, but the Riala races were going to be a critical part of both Will and Helen's main storyline, but then they were scrapped, which I'm really sad about. We couldn't see more of Riala and Helen's story, because like Riala's much more prevalent and Will kind of paralleling Elliot, you know. But I would have loved to see more of Riala in his story. He's just a really cool character.
If they made a third night game, I would love to see that.
More Riala content!
Yes.
Yeah! So,
I would like to see Jackal
one of the
come
race
back.
cutscenes reveals that Nightmares cannot touch Idia because of the protection of a visitor's heart. So, yeah, little lore fact, yeah. One way that a visitor's heart may be crushed is through failure, so, yeah. Let's go look at one of the cutscenes. Kevin, would you like to read for Riala? Yeah, we'll put it right here.
Alright, so fascinating. I didn't think you'd be able to make it in this far.
Ha! More like you didn't think you'd fail so miserably at trying to get away from us.
Ooh.
Oh.
You talk tough for someone who unable to do anything like their own nuts.
What?
Oh, I love this.
Visitor, can you hear me? If you want your idiot to come into my world, if you can face up in the sky, that is all yours. What do you say?
Right. What should I do? Don't worry. The two of us can do it. Together! Rihanna! We accept your challenge!
Woo!
Dang.
Thank
is almost
Thank
full
you so
No,
much.
for real.
Right. Let's talk about some fan theories.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, some popular theories. We're gonna have you guys come up and share yours too, if you guys have any. So,
Nice, if you got your own, say it
Yeah,
now.
Knights. Knights, it would be a good time to, you know, get your question asked. Post it right now.
Japanese manual. What do you think?
You know, that could be a possibility. I mean,
I can
that
see
they
it.
mentioned it in the Japanese manual.
I can see it. I can definitely see this. So another fan theory is that creating first level nightmares takes a lot of energy to make. And that's why there's only 2 of them.
What about Jackal?
Jackal is a second level. He was meant to be a first level. That's another theory going around. He was meant to be a first level, but he is a second level nightmare. But, yeah. What do you think of this theory?
You know, since there's only 2 of them, I could see that as a possibility.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So another fan theory, last example here. Knight's Journey of Dreams is a parallel universe to Knight's Into Dreams.
I did know about that one. I did know about
Knights
that one.
definitely like the
Yeah.
Diaku.
What do you think about this?
Huh?
Because we
Knights
have
like the
Twin
Diaku.
Seeds and then we have Bellbridge, and it's a little different.
Do you have a
I
theory?
always thought of it as a sequel. I never thought of it as a parallel universe.
Oh.
there's a sequel.
Yeah.
Right.
Do we gotta
Well, let's form a line up here, and
Let me
we'll have you guys share your fan theories.
Is it
Come form a line in the center.
right here?
Come.
Oh.
All right. Well, you have one person. Hello. Would
Hello.
you like your fan theory?
Actually, I'm sharing my friend's theory. Actually, she asked if she couldn't make it.
Let's see. What is it?
She says, right, I hold the theory that Illumina, Arium, and Knight's characters are all connected in some dream realm, with Illumina filling in as the Great Mother.
Ooh,
that's a good
great
one.
mother. That's a really interesting theory. Like, I barely ever see people talking about Illumina, but that's really interesting. Kevin, what are your thoughts? I love that.
You know, I would love to see that become true. I think that's a really interesting.
Yes. Yes, I would love to see that. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing.
No problem.
All right, let's see who's next.
So this is just something that I have recently thought about, is that since both the first Knight's game and the second Knight's game are different, and from my understanding, Nightopia is kind of almost formed due to the visitor.
Yes,
It's a
yes, it's a
I
reflection of
wonder, my theory is, if the reason why the games are not canon is because it's not by the same children.
Oh.
Because otherwise, why else would they not be canon to each other?
Yeah, because I remember in the sequel, Helen talked about meeting Bill, and Alice said, "A boy, but that's not possible," you know?
Yeah, he brought up a good point there, especially because of two different characters.
They're two different characters, and they can't meet each other in the Nightopia, so that's a good theory.
Hey there.
Hello.
Please don't witch hunt me, but I've actually never played Knights.
You've never played Knights. You should try to find a way to play Knights.
Always have been interested, love the aesthetic. And I've always thought, and it may have been brought up, just sort of the shared kind of ideology between Knights and Shuffle's imaginary world. But I've always thought that there should be some sort of connection there, especially since the designs are so similar. But thanks for having this, because you've sold me on finally opening up that Knights and the Dreams of my Steam library.
Yeah!
Woo!
Of course, it can't be understated how, because I've listened to the music. The music's wonderful. Don't know why we got a Boyz II Men version of In the Nights, but that's always a joy whenever it shows up at Shuffle. But thank you all for being here, and thank you for turning me into a dreamer.
Yeah.
Oh, snap, I like that.
You're going to be a visitor in Nightopia soon, because Lights and Riella are literally the only video game characters that you can actually meet because they exist in the dream world. Isn't that awesome? Have any of you guys met
That
Knights
is so
before?
true.
Yes. Yeah? Some of you? It's awesome. But yeah, I actually wanted to talk about the Sonic Shuffle thing a little bit before I get into the next question.
Yes.
Knights actually shows up as an Easter egg. We've got like 10 minutes and we're going to need to lightning round this. So Knights actually shows up in Sonic Shuffle on a certain date. I think either Christmas Eve or Christmas. I think Christmas Eve.
April Fool's Day?
April Fool's Day Rialla shows up in Knights into Dreams.
Yeah.
Like you could play as Rialla, but yes, I'm talking about Sonic Shuffle, but yeah, that is another thing. Time for your fan theory. We're going to lightning round, so let's go quickly.
Really quick, I just like to think that Valen and Lance are also Nightmares.
Yes.
Oh!
Yeah.
There is a connection between them.
I like this quick, but it's adding on to the Sonic Shuffle stuff. I think if Void and Lumina and Sonic Shuffle are two parts of a whole, I also think Riella and Knights are two parts of a whole.
2 parts of a whole. I've never heard that one before. That's great.
Unless it has already been confirmed. Also, I've never played the second one yet. I'm going to though. But
You should.
I do plan on sharing on my channel soon. But I've always had it with Sonic Dream Team, and because Knights had been in Lost World, which is a canon game, I do speculate that Arium and Dream are like in the same universe. Dream warping. That would
would make sense.
Because, like, again, she's been in a Sonic game before, so I've always wondered if there is, like, a connection or if could meet if they haven't met already.
And Sonic has showed up in the Knights
well,
game
thanks for
too.
sharing, everyone. Give a round of applause for these fan theories. So we're going to go through the rest of this panel really quickly because we are short on time. So I actually have some Q&A highlights right here. Let's play the reel.
Are you listening?
Oh!
Ooh!
These actors are not.
Yeah.
Riala is definitely my favorite. He's a kind of a comfort character to me. I just kind of see a lot of myself in him. So yeah. Thank you for your service, Casey. What was your favorite line to perform as Riala?
I memorized all of them, by the way, so.
Oh, you did it! Oh, yeah.
Seize that traitor.
Oh!
I reminded myself of how I remember saying that line. So
Oh my gosh! That was so cool!
There's a scene, I think Knights is like talking to Riala and they say, Riala, you coward, let them go! Like that really struck me, like I love that line.
Yeah!
It's got so much like power and passion and love all like rolled up in one and it's like, I'm not gonna allow you to hurt Helen or
Will.
Well. I was gonna say Tony.
I hear a lot of voice actors say they like voicing the villains because it's a bit more fun than being a hero, and I was wondering if you felt the same way about Riala.
yes, next question.
Yes, next question. Oh.
To Casey, how did you react when you found out you were voicing Riala in Journey of Dreams?
What?
Full clip from Agent Paul.
Yippee!
For Casey, from what you can recall, who did you have more fun voicing? Riala in Journey of Dreams or Caliburn in Sonic and the Black Knight?
Wow.
I didn't know they were the same. Please don't ask me which of my children do you love more.
I should have put the pieces together.
Yes!
Right.
I didn't know he played Caliburn.
We are going to
I didn't know
close
either.
out by quickly talking about Knights and Sonic.
Yes!
So, did you guys know in the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie that baseball playoffs were between the Green Hills and the visiting team named Spring Valley?
Yes!
Oh,
yes,
wow.
I did! I caught that!
Knights reference.
I caught that!
Oh.
So, Sonic the Hedgehog is also playable in Sonic the Hedgehog in the original Christmas Nights. Also,
Yeah.
this is
I learned
Sonic
that from
the
Curb.
We're gonna get
Hedgehog's
that. That I knew,
first ever
yeah.
3D appearance.
Oh, yeah!
Nights games.
Yeah!
Yeah, so we have that to thank. Also, the Knights Hotel and several acts were appear in Sonic Adventure 2. There is a Knights-themed DLC level called Nightmares on
I literally
PC version.
I just mentioned that.
Where Knights, Riala, and Wiseman, and so a couple Nightopians make an appearance.
Best part of the game.
Oh yes, this was Christmas Eve. I did talk about Sonic Shuffle earlier. But when the Dreamcast is set to Christmas Eve in Sonic Shuffle, Knights replaces Lumina as the guide.
Oh!
Yeah,
Yep.
so we don't have time for questions. So I would like to promote my YouTube channel. I'm a VTuber. I do streams. And if you want to see the full
I definitely
Q&A,
gotta give them my
please
card.
subscribe to my channel. Yeah, just take out your little glowing and scan that QR code. A little pop-up will ask if you want to subscribe. Just click on yes.
Woo!
Just click on yes.
Already
I
did
want
it.
to stream a lot more nights in the future, and I can't wait to see some of you all in chat. So if you want me to go back to the slide, please ask me after the panel. And yeah, thank you, Atlanta!
Keep dreaming.
Please play nice. Have a good day, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Sonic Expo trip!
Sega, make more nice games.
Yes, you know we got night free.
Nice.
All right, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here, and then we're gonna stream again. And Gary and stuff like during Gary's concert and stuff like that. But yeah, but yeah, we'll catch you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna end the stream now. Yo, what's up, Aeon?
See you guys.
We're kind of streaming right now. If you want to be a part of it. No, I got you. All right. You got anything you want to say to the stream though?
Not really.
No. All right.
Off the top of my head.
Okay. All right, guys.
I'm good at reading scripts. I'm not good at coming up with stuff off the fly.
I felt that. All right. Catch you later, guys. How do I end the stream? Is it?